Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gardens Oval for round 3 of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League competition today. Sunday afternoon game, a little bit different. We've got Waratah versus PINT. My name's Liz Cruz. Joining me in the commentary box, none other than Territory football legend Tash Medbury. How are you, Tash?
Yeah, not bad. Talk about a different Sunday sesh for us, isn't it, today?
I was getting the school lunches done for tomorrow, and I was like, oh, I've got to go down to Gardens for the afternoon, but the sun's gone down, so that relentless heat of the weekend has dropped a little bit. So
and the Mindle breeze has started, so it's actually nice. It's cooled down quite a bit.
Did make it hard to get a car park though.
Yeah.
Us Territorians who like to pull up right in front of where we're going, but this should be a really interesting game. PINT versus Waratah, last year's grand finalists, and they've both had pretty strong starts to the season.
Yeah, they have, and looking forward to a bit of a change in the Waratah's lineup to start this season. They're probably one of their best players last season in the finals moved to St Mary's and Jordan Misford, so they've really missed her so far, and it's quite a young side, a bit like my own side, Palmerston Magpies at the moment. They've got a lot of young guns in there and redeveloping, and some of the names that we're used to, like Lisa Roberts, isn't there this season, which is a first for a very long time.
Oh, it'd be 15 or 16 years.
Yeah, big time. Yeah,
like a very, very long time. So, they're a bit of a new Waratah. They've got the young guns like Kira Zarafa and the likes, though, so they've got plenty of talent coming through as play gets underway.
So Bailey against Hewitt. Waratah's trying to move it out here, but PINT's Renee Hicks in the midfield. There's Hewitt. Well tackled as well. Tried to pin the arms, but Hicks again with another touch. Absolute ball magnet in the midfield she is. It's kicking it to advantage. Good tackle from behind. I thought she let that footy go. The umpire let it go. Right in front of us here. Good crowd here today as well for a Sunday. Well picked up. Kick. Not really anyone kicking it to space, but PINT's actually do that really well. Hewitt nearly ran onto it. Kalma is there as well. Well done to Waratahs there in the player.
Looking forward to watching Eloise Karma. She's a former St Mary's player, and she's got herself really fit and ready for a good season at PINTs.
Yeah, I think I called her a couple of weeks ago, and she's looking very fit, and she's slotted in quite well.
Yeah, good rugby player, good all-round sports person, as a lot of the girls out there are today. As Waratah switch that through the middle, they've got the running player there and go inside 50 for the first time today. Yeah,
that was Alicia Healy. She's a young gun that's come through the ranks for them. Well done, Hetherington back there. That's a bit of a throw, and the umpire's going to pin her for that one. So Erin Hetherington, they nearly got beaten last week by the Nightcliff Tigers. I think it was only a couple of points in it, Liz, but here's
the X Factor.
Yeah, the gun for them. Jenna Singh-Lippo, and we know that there we go, Aggie, as she's known, as everyone knows her as, and there's the X Factor already, is on the board pretty early in the game. We've only gone not even 2 minutes yet, so very dangerous up in that forward line, and very rarely do you see Erin Hetherington getting called holding the footy.
Yes, I rate Hetherington. She's a very probably understated player. She doesn't get much attention, but she's held down that fullback position for PINT for a number of seasons in their premiership years. But Aggie Singh-Lippo, she has the X Factor. As I said, she's just an excitement machine, and she's played about 100 games already, and she's only in her early 20s, and just an absolute superstar of the women's competition. And she's and Laura Smith have combined for 6 goals to start their year, and I think they'll both be critical today for Waratah.
Well, Aggie's not that old these days, but she's probably one of the experienced ones in the team at the moment, so they'll be looking for her up in that forward line, and she's kicked many goals down that end, and it's pretty hard with that breeze coming through with from Mindle, so PINT, that's hit off the footy. Good work by the captain there for Waratahs.
Yeah, she's not afraid to take it on, Kira Zarafa.
She loves it. Zarafa loves it. There we go.
Aggie
again. So just reading. Oh, full forward got hands to it. Just trying to spin around. Good front on tackle there to Sony. And here we go. Absolute gun as well. Kate Atkins for PINT. Good kick. Just couldn't get it in before the boundary line. So a boundary throw in, but good setup already. Waratahs looking good when they go into the forward 50, which is what you want early on in the first quarter.
Yeah, St Mary's played Waratah last weekend or the weekend before, and Emily Forshaw had a shutdown role on Aggie Singh, and she did it really well, which you don't see very often. And, Aggie will be raring for this game on her home turf here at Gardens Oval.
I still believe in footy that taggers still play a pretty big part.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's Hewitt. Goes long, past centre wing. So Chittick hits a pack. Oh, well done. Tars run away with it. And close to the boundary line. Oh, and she just couldn't wheel that one in. I thought the umpire was going to pay it there, but it was a bit of a fumble over the boundary line. So
a ball in right in front of the grandstand here at Gardens Oval in the shade, the shady side of the oval. Waratah's going to pick that up.
Yeah, Atkins.
But good wrap up there by Atkins.
Good tackle not to get in the back. Just a bit of a fight for the footy here. Bit of an arm wrestle to start this game. Bit of space now. So we go out wide. But 39 that was. I don't even think we got a 39 on the team sheet for points. I've done a few. I've seen them changing jumpers. They ran on, and then a couple come to the boundary line and actually change jumpers. And one of the changes is Lauren Motlop. She's 32 always, so I don't know what's happened to her jumper, but she's on 31. I haven't even spotted
her out there yet. So
I was having a chat to her this morning. So yeah, she's
down the back line on Sharona Bishop.
She's out there, but we'll have to pick up who number 39 is. Can't. My old eyesight can't actually pick up the face too well. So here's Hewitt. Still long way out, but she'll wait for the lead from Steph Lawrence. Doubles back. She'll go long. Looking for Chittick. Usually good one-on-one. There she is. She gets it goal side. Can she pick it up? She can't get a handle on that one. And well wrapped up there by the Waratah's defence for a ball up.
Yeah, and Chittick knows this oval so well before playing for Pints. She played in multiple premierships for Waratah. 5, I reckon. Down here for Waratah before going to Pints, so she knows this oval well. Pints, Stephanie Lawrence just read that ruck tap so well. What a superstar. We watched her just set the competition alight last season here in the NTFL, kicking 7 goals in her first game this season, and what a great goal by Pint.
Yeah, she's a good target down there. Can play anywhere. Played a lot more midfield last season, but Rick Nolan's had her parked down in the forward 50, and why not? I think in the first round she kicked a bag of goals,
7.
which was pretty good. And just going in when they had the ball up at their halfway point, she was one out in the 50, and you'd have her one out because one-on-one with her speed, 9 times out of 10 she will beat her opponent. So I don't envy the fullback for Waratahs today, and I know that when we come up against Pint, I'll be trying to put my hand not up for the fullback position.
Mate, you're doing well just to be playing still. What a career. What a career
don't have the legs to keep up with her, that's for sure. So back in the middle, Hewitt wins that one. Atkins, she's had a ton of footy already. Chittick once again, well hit away. They've got the numbers here, Tars. Can the ball bounce kindly? Goes to ground. Good back up there by her teammates. Just missed the target, so it might come back in here. And there's that ball again. They just always put it to space. If they don't have someone to hit, they put it to space. Pint, they're very well drilled. Good tackle. Outside the defensive 50 now. Waratah's defence under enormous pressure. Again, just to space. Had no one to go to. Oh, good pick up. Needs to get rid of it. She does. Nothing in that umpire. Maggie Singh used her body well. Smothers that as well. Turns the ball back over for her teammate. Good contest there. Hicks went hard at the footy. Both of them did. And the ball's going to be wrapped up.
So 7-minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval on this beautiful Sunday night on Larrakia country. And ball up, Jazz Hewitt, that elevation tash.
Yeah, you just can't stop that, can you?
She's had that AFLW experience with Adelaide Crow. She won a premiership there, and she's done everything in territory football after not playing footy until she moved here about 7 years ago. She was a gun netballer.
It's the story of most of the girls that end up being good footy players up here. So Hicks delivery and well chopped off there by Straffer, the captain, plays on quickly, and that's what you need to do from the back line, just to catch Pine out, because if you can get it over this wall that they set up at halfway, and unfortunately there needs to, the umpire is going to ball it up. But she played on, that's what you need to do, is get it over that wall, that setup that Rick Nolan has them set. If you can get it over that, you've got the run and carry into your own forward 50. So
speaking of Rick Nolan, the coaches today, 2 of the most astute in NTFL footy, Heidi Thompson for Waratah and Rick Nolan for Pint, and that was just a clash of hands, really.
Yeah, it was nothing in that. Hicks gets that. Jagger got the handball as well, but the umpires pinned a high.
Kate Atkins going in hard.
Yeah, she is, isn't she? She started really well. So Erin Hunt. Oh, no. It is Atkins. Yep. So Hicks has come off for a spell. She's had about 6 or 7 touches already, and we've only gone 8.5 minutes. Didn't hit the target in the 50. Needs to get rid of it. Just manages to get boot to ball. They'll be happy if this can go over the sideline. Pints are going to bring it back in. Turns into trouble. Atkins is there once again. She needs to get rid of it. Steps out of trouble. Then she's caught hold in the footy. The umpire gave her plenty of time. And finally, good work by Waratahs. Again, here they need to play on quickly, but it's a poor kick and a turnover straight away there to Eliza Jagger. Well, close to Zarafa on the mark there. Might have got fingers to that. So they're under a bit of pressure here now, Waratah's defence, after Waratah started pretty well. But the ball hasn't got past halfway for a couple of minutes now for Waratah. So Aggie Singh's moved up, and that's a good move as well, I believe. Get her on the footy. She's got a goal already, so she'll be up and about. Here we go here. So pushed off the footy. Aggie was, again, Pints just looking for the space. Need to hold up the footy here. There's all the numbers for Pints if there's a turnover here, which there is. Jagger again, short hand pass. Probably needed to go the kick, sold her teammate under enormous pressure, but it's come out. Here's Lawrence one-on-one. Hits her on the head. Don't see that very often. Goes in hard. Waratahs just need to try and trap this. Chittick is always strength. And here's Lawrence once again with a snap. But good work back there to the Waratahs defender. I think that's Erin Hunt back there. She plays on quickly.
Great
has
work,
a bounce. And she can, and she's got him. If she kicks it out wide to the wing here,
Aggie.
Singh, but just didn't get the carry. And Jasmine Hewitt just cut off that space pretty well. And they've got a player coming on the 50. They go to Chittick. If it gets over the top, there's a player that just come on. Probably, and there's Amy Chittick. She's got her first for the day. Well done, Amy.
Oh, she wanted that. She wanted that against her old team in TARS. It's a little bit of a grudge match. They all get along well off the field, but it's always big when you're coming up against your old team. So Amy Chittick with a great goal there by Waratah, but really set up by that player coming off the bench, Tash. There was a loose player there.
Yeah, loose checking. You got to keep an eye on that, but Amy was under pressure. She was actually getting tackled as she kicked the footy, so it just goes to show her strength. And she's another one that used to spend a lot of time in the midfield, but she's found her permanent position down forward. But, you know, with her experience, you know, if Pint ever needed it, you know, she can chop out in the midfield as well. But she kicks bags of goals down there, so you'd leave her down there. She's a good target.
How many games are you on, Tash?
Oh, I don't know. They didn't keep records when we first started playing.
Well, gone missing, but I reckon Amy Chittick should be someone that might even play 250 women's games.
I reckon she'll rack up 300. If she doesn't get injured, and she looks after herself pretty well, and doesn't leave Darwin, of course, and stays here long term. Amy will be able to rack up the 300 without a doubt. That's for sure.
Yeah. Kira Zarafa now through the middle, puts that on the left, goes over the top and hits the ground. Pints pick it up and get
a throw. The umpire didn't see that one.
Handball out.
Good spot up. Well done by the captain, Zarafa. Put her body on the line there for a teammate. Caused a turnover. Hunt manages to get the kick away. Short. Lay needed to probably hit a target there. If the ball gets over the back, they're on here. Pint, Amy Chittick, again, just too strong, gets it to Atkins, kicks it into the corridor. Which way does it bounce? Favours Waratahs. It's 2-on-2 out there. Just shrugs the tackle. Here they are. Good work. They've got a player loose out wide to Sony. No one really to go to. Another one-on-one. If they can work this ball close to the boundary line, they'll be happy if it does go over. Yeah, they'll get the numbers over there. So not many passages are played down that far side of the ground.
They're going for the shade over here on the grandstand side. But 12.5-minute mark of the first quarter here at Gardens Oval. It is Pint 2 straight goals, leading Waratah just the 1 goal.
So chop out in the ruck. Dazzy Hewitt. A free kick going the way of Waratah. So this will be the first time they get over halfway. If they can move the ball quickly, they had a player on in the corridor. Unfortunately, couldn't hit that. So running through the midfield is Healy again. Gets the ball off to a teammate.
Free kick
West
to
stand.
Sharona Bishop.
And Sharona has been playing for a long time as well.
Hand over the shoulder.
So she'll look to pass it off. Oh, got hands to it once again. Here's Aggie Singh. Snap around the corner. It looks good. And it just bounces across the face of goal. Oh, she looks so dangerous around that footy. She actually come down to Magpies training during the pre-season.
Your eyes would
was just exploring a few things, I think. But yeah, she ended up staying at Waratahs, which is understandable. She had a good history here. So once again, Waratah, she started the quarter well, but parked underneath it is Hetherington.
She just plays that role so well in fullback. She rarely leaves the goal square. She does what's required.
She reads it, the ball drop really well. Like, she doesn't have the speed as you think, but she's got the body size and the smarts, which is pretty important back down there. So Pint, once again, good pick up, turn. Puts it to Amy. Good defensive work there by Waratahs. Well picked up there by Tasula.
Great tackle there by Lucy Hamilton from Pint.
She went to look at Jazzy. Now she does again. So the one-on-one. She's got a hard day in there. Caitlin Bailey that's playing on Jazzy Hewitt, because Jazz will run all day. She does not stop. Gets it back out to Hamilton. Go over the top. Over the top of Emily Johnson there, number 44 for Pint. And Lawrence will be happy to wrap that up, because the numbers are actually there for Waratahs.
Yeah,
so they'll reset.
Coming off the ground, the game I commentated early in the season, she did really well. She runs all day. So I think they've been working on their fitness a lot down at TARS in the pre-season.
Yeah, they went pretty hard with the warm-up. When I pulled up, they were going pretty hard. I was thinking I'd be puffing before I got out there. My warm-up's a little bit low-key these days for my age. You got to warm up the legs and then I'm right. Yeah.
Body management.
So through for a minor score. So Waratahs, just that first goal in under the first 2 minutes to Aggie Singh, and haven't really got it down too much since. But they'll be happy. I think the breeze is favouring Pints. It sort of does, especially in the afternoon. There's a strong breeze that will favour that end. So they'll be happy that against the breeze they've got one. They'll be happy if Pint don't score any more.
Yeah, it's been a good contest so far. Some good skills on display. It's over on the far side now. Both teams going for it. Looks like Steph Lawrence.
Yeah, she's moved up. Yeah, she's moved on to the ball, which I think that's because the ball delivery inside the 50 is not sort of getting there at the moment. So that goes out of bounds in front of Johnson.
Yep.
Last touch. Yep. So Waratahs with the free kick.
So just coming up to the 16-minute mark of this first quarter, and the sun is setting behind us. You can see the shadows moving on the ground. Yeah. Everyone's over at Mindle Markets enjoying a feed as Pints go inboard again. As
you do on a Sunday.
Yes.
And I'll be heading over there later.
If you're at the footy.
Snap around the corner. Chittick uses her body well. Well done to Healy then. Got a hand in there. They need to man up on Chittick, but she's quite clever in the forward 50. Hewitt. Kick around the corner, and Johnson takes the mark. So Emily Johnson in the goal square just read that like a book in between two Waratahs player. Probably need to get body. Not enough talk back there by Waratahs, and what Waratahs probably didn't want going into the end of this first quarter was another goal.
Yeah, right before the quarter time siren, and it is Emily Johnson for Pint in the number 44. The number 44 made famous by Shannon Motlop, who now coaches Pint in the men's competition. A goal for Pint, Tash. So the score now, Pint 3-1-19, leading Waratah 1-1-7 here at Gardens Oval in Darwin in round 3 of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League competition.
Yeah, I like the move by Heidi Thompson. She has put Aggie Singh on the ball.
Yep, they need to do something.
They need a bit of that. See if there's been any other changes. So Lawrence has gone back to full forward. So she had a bit of a spell.
Atkins has pushed back as well for Pint.
Oh yeah, half back there.
Half back next to.
She showed creative off half back, and there's Hewitt straight down. Fortunately, the bounce didn't favour Aggie Singh. So Hamilton in there, number 4 for Pint. Good tackle. Here's Singh now, gets herself around the footy, and that's why she's in the midfield. She hand passes it to herself. Don't doubt that she did that to a teammate. I reckon that was to herself. She had the idea there. Good body work. Zarafa's in there. There could be a turnover. There's Atkins. Probably the better player in the first quarter, Zarafa. Just puts the Dusty Martin, don't argue. But who is back there once again? Hewitt, she couldn't get a handle on that one. Need to trap the footy here, Waratahs. Just keep pressuring Pint. Again, look at the numbers for Pint. If you look on that screen there, they just always get numbers at the footy. It's almost like they've got double the team out there. I always think that when I play pint, you think you're getting to a contest and you're 1-on-1 and you're 1-on-4. Through the corridor. Oh, good kick to Kalma. So Kalma, she's wait for Lawrence to lead. Puts it into space. Lawrence didn't read that too well. Well read there by the Waratahs defender and O'Dwyer. Hit it pretty hard. She'll be happy if that goes out of bounds. She keeps it in, and just as the siren goes to end the first quarter.
So quarter time here at Gardens Oval in this round 3 Women's Premier League game between Waratah and Pint. It is Pint 3-1-19, leading Waratah 1-1-7. We'll go to the break and be back very soon for the second quarter.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Territorians go a long way for one another.
So it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we are here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling expenses. And that goes a long way when you're away.
Get a quote today.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
games you don't need to.
Welcome back to TIO. Sorry, not TIO Stadium. Gardens.
You knew you were going to do
I
that.
was going to do that. Gardens Oval here in Darwin on beautiful Larrakia country for the Sunday night game of Women's Premier League footy. It is PINT versus Waratah. Waratah trailing at their home ground 1-1-7 to PINT 3-1-19. Tash, PINT have been pretty impressive in the opening quarter.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes went the way of Waratahs. Aggie Singh got that first goal within 2 minutes for Waratahs, but then it was all PINT, and Steph Lawrence got a goal, Amy Chittick got a goal, and so did Emily Johnson to end that first quarter. So back at the start of the second, Dazzy Hewitt roves her own footy, as she does. Then she boots it about 45 metres into the forward 50, and just a run on play here by PINT and through for a goal. I think that's number 29, and I'm not quite sure who that player is, because we don't, is that 29? 25.
25, Casey Morris from
Casey
PINT.
Morris, yeah. So
In the opening 15 seconds, Tash, of this second quarter, a goal to PINT. So they increase their lead 4-1-19 to Waratah 1-1-7. What a goal.
All jazzy there. And this is where they need the sweeper. So I think Zarafa is there just behind the Waratah's ruck. So she's the sweeper, because if Jazzy Hewitt gets the tap, that's where it's going.
Yeah, she's so athletic.
Yeah,
so
you
she
need
can
the
just tap and run.
I would actually probably get another Waratahs player and have two playing behind your ruck.
Just to stop her.
Yeah, yeah.
So 4-1-25, PINT leading Waratah 1-1-7, play back underway.
Now she's changing it up as well, so well done. Renee Hicks just steals the footy off her opponent, then drives it forward. Good contest from the back, but a good mark taken in front there by Daly, I think that was. So that wide, but a turnover already on centre wing.
PINT's with the runners there. Look at them streaming forward.
So couldn't get the ball over the top. Drop mark there, unfortunately, to Waratahs. Regather. Karma uses her body really well. There goes that strength that you mentioned about rugby, and in front as Amy Chittick hit her on the chest. So well done to Karma.
Yeah,
Chittick will put it into the corridor, and Lawrence just read each other so well. She knew she didn't have the distance. It was right on her measure, but she just waited for Lawrence to go back to the goal square and tick lead back into that corridor and hit her straight on the chest. Not much you can do about that as a defender.
Great delivery by foot there by Amy Chittick, and great lead by Steph Lawrence as well to present like that. And now she has a shot in goal from about 30 metres out, right in front. The goal umpire, though, indicates it's gone through for a behind. So PINT 4-26, still leading Waratah 1-1-7.
Yeah, it's going for a second goal. They don't see that very often from Steph Lawrence. I must say that she always prefers a hook around the corner. She's got such a...
It's one of those players that is probably better on the run than
on
a
the
set
run.
shot.
We've got a lot of men in the Premier League as well that prefer that. And you actually see them get really nervous when they have a set shot. They actually turn it into a running shot. Oh, good shepherd off the footy. Another shot on goal, and there's the goal. So they get one back there, PINT. So Steph Lawrence missed the one in front, but a good goal there.
39.
So number 39, we're going to find out who number 39 is. So she's got a goal back in the middle. So just a good turnover as well, PINT. So started this second quarter, we've gone 3 minutes in the second quarter, but they've started it on fire. They've already had 2 shots on goal. Steph Lawrence missed one from in front, and then they've got the other one. So just watching the setup here. They're going to go for the same setup here, Waratahs.
Yeah, and the lights have come on here at Gardens Oval. Beautiful time of the evening to be sitting here in the breeze.
So Zarafa there, she's moving back a bit. There we go. So well done, Zarafa. She read that one a lot better, but Jazzy Hewitt still got it back. Coming out of the midfield, and a great run-down tackle there.
Wynne Stanley.
She's started pretty well. Like the impact she's had. Puts it in the air for Zarafa. Got her hands to it. Probably should have taken the mark, and now she's wrapped up. So ball up.
So 4-minute mark of the second quarter here at Gardens Oval. PINT 32 leading Waratah 7.
So out on centre wing, Hicks, another possession. Up and under kick, close to the boundary. Zarafa couldn't take that one in either. They keep it in. She's wrapped up once again. So another ball up.
So the sun has completely gone down now. Beautiful time of the evening, as I said, to be playing. Ball up on the far side.
They'll be happy with this actually, Waratahs, if they can get more stoppages instead of the free flow footy that PINT love playing. And as I said earlier, they love getting the ball to space. If they don't have a teammate there, they just kick it to space and trust their players to get there. Jazzy Hewitt takes that straight out of the ruck once again. Kick around the corner. Carmel was there, but well read by Waratahs, and there's the second effort by Carmel to lay the tackle. Hunt for Waratahs is there, number 7. So is Zaraf for the captain. Jazzy Hewitt still manages to get the ball away. Amy Chick spins out of trouble. Banana, inside out, banana kick there. Steph Lawrence read it well, goes to ground. Probably tackled without the footy and taken a bit high. The umpire let it go. They've got the numbers. Trying to pick up the footy here for Waratahs. That was Healy there. Goes to ground. And here's the numbers. Just sheer numbers for PINT. So if Waratahs can create a stoppage, they'll be happy with that. And it trickles out. Atkins too strong, gets it back, drives it into the 50. Lawrence over the top of her head, goes to the back, picked up, dropping the footy. The umpire said that's holding the ball. So bad luck there to Waratahs.
Yeah, Ruby O'Dwyer, a bit unlucky there. It was a great trap, but the pressure by PINT just not to allow her an inch has resulted in a free kick.
And that's why it's so important that if you can create a stoppage outside the 50 there. Waratahs really need to wrap that ball up without making it too deliberate to give away the free kick, but it just lets you reset, because PINT just love free-flowing footy.
They do. Now Casey Morris with a shot on goal on a bit of an angle from about 30 metres out. She's got the distance but gone across the face for another behind for PINT. So Waratah will take the kick in again.
Yeah, that breeze has got them down there a little bit, haven't they? Waratahs are used to it, but... And Healy just waiting to get clear. Her and Chittick just off camera having a good tussle, as you do when you play on Chittick.
Oh, Chittick, she loves her footy. She's got a tattoo on her saying it's a great day to play footy, so it shows how passionate it is as O'Dwyer runs that ball in for Waratah. Finds Cherie Moore, but the ball still...
Hicks just trying to get the ball. It was taken a little bit high, but she ducked into it. Was well called by the umpire. Singh just held off for her player. Probably need to go in a little bit harder there just to try and trap that footy or force it, and another behind. So what can they manage out of this kick out for Waratahs? So Dwyer will have the kick once again. So just waiting. So there's O'Dwyer. She played on last time. I reckon she'll come to this side again. Good kick. So Healy managed to get away from Amy Chittick that time.
And I've just found out who number 39 is. She's listed as 38 on our team sheet, Stella Ajani. So we'll put the goal down for her for earlier. So the ball now just outside the 50.
And there's that stoppage. So they've created that.
Umpire's blown his whistle, I think.
Blood.
Might be Chloe.
No, I think it's
Lay
Jazzy.
Hewitt.
It's Jazzy. She's looking at it.
Busted a finger here. So she's going to go off. Jazz Hewitt. There's
probably some webbing, I reckon.
Yeah, a fair bit of blood there too. So Emily Johnson going to come on for PINT.
So she's going to go to...
They're going to push a player forward and...
Full back.
No,
Erin's going, no, you go. Erin's got her spot.
Hate that when you've got to run off the bench so far. Eloise Karma just sprinting off, looking fit as, to do another interchange for PINT, and the umpire just waiting for players to get into position.
Yeah, not sure how the ball ended up down there when it was a blood rule, so you just stop play and wait for the interchange, which the interchange player had come on. So just a bit of a hold up.
That's a different interchange,
yeah, that's a
so they don't have to wait for her to get in position, but they're going to, and play's back underway.
A little bit of confusion there. So first chop out in the ruck due to a blood rule and dropping the footy, and that's Hicks again. So racking up
just
possessions.
Textbook tackling there. If you want to teach someone how to tackle, just wrap the arms up as she kicks that in.
So Chittick just made space between her and her opponent, puts it out in front, a little bit too in front, but well picked up there by Morris, gets the ball away to a teammate, has a snap around the corner, and that's Clark. Waratahs once again under enormous pressure. Chittick gets a fist in there, as she does. She's very defensive in that forward 50 as well when she needs to be.
And it's
to
great
lock the
work
ball in.
by Chitty. Exactly what you said, locking the ball in. It's actually only about 20 metres out from Pint's goal on a bit of an angle, but if that had gone over the top, it would be a different story. So the throw in there.
You just missed sort of everyone there. Everyone misread that. Good tackle. They'll hold that footy up. Umpire took a while to blow the whistle, but be a ball up. So they've scored 2 goals in this quarter, Pint. 2 quick goals at the start of the quarter. Waratah's yet to kick a goal since the 2-minute mark when Aggie Singh got them off to a great start.
Coming up to the 10-minute mark of this second quarter here at Gardens Oval. Kick out.
Clearing kick. But was here. This is where they need to try and get over the top. Waratah's just move the ball forward at all costs. Even if that's it. Zarafa, good work, gets it on the left boot, and this is what they needed. Bishop, if she moves it quickly, she's got someone all by themselves in the forward 50, but Hetherington just cuts it off. She just reads it like a book.
Sensational. Rick Nolan would love having her in the back line because she just knows what to do.
Yeah, just didn't quite have the leg to get it over the top. She read it so well. So Pint with the turnover. Getting the ball forward again. So all one-on-ones ahead of the footy here. If Chittick can pick it up. Good hustle there by Healy. Bit of a throw there. The umpire let that go. No, it was a late call, but it was definitely a throw.
You got good eyes, Tash. That's a long way over on the other side of the oval to pick that. But it's been great umpiring today, as you said.
I had my umpiring debut last week.
Oh, true.
I rocked up to run water for Div 2 out at Norbuild Oval, and there was no umpires. So actually...
You're a great club.
I did that, and I warned both teams if they get cheeky to me, I'll send them off. So
I do that when I umpire.
But they were great. I must say that both teams were very well done.
Chittick
well
now chucks it on the right, looking for Steph Lawrence. There's a loose player, just picks it up. She's going to run into goal, but it's gone through for another behind. So Pint have had 10 scoring shots now to Waratah 2. The score 5-5-35, Waratah 1-1-7.
Good rundown by Hunt as well. Just put the chase on, just to put the pressure. She's asking for the kick out, that they've gone the opposite way to where she was on her own. So they've gone to where the numbers are. Gets over the top, Aggie Singh. They can get it back to Aggie. She can run, and we know the pace that she has. Just got wheeled to the boundary line. Inside kick. Serena just needs to man up on Hetherington. Well done by Bishop there. They've got no one in the forward 50, so they need to hold up this footy and lower their eyes. And there's the numbers for Pint. So Lauren Motlop with the left, hangs in the air a bit. Teammate under a bit of pressure, drops her footy. They've got numbers here, Waratahs. Sharona Bishop gets the handball away. Good handball as well. 2-on-1. Lauren comes through. Regathers the footy close to the boundary line. Has a lot of time and space. It comes off the side of her boot, but fortunately into the arms of her teammate. Kicked a goal earlier. So just a little bit better passage of play here by Waratahs. Hunt couldn't gather the footy. She heard a voice, but it was the voice of Pint.
Didn't have the support there, yeah.
So there's one-on-ones again. So well done, Healy. She read that book. Good pressure by Chittick, but she gets the footy away. At the back is Aggie Singh. Can she control it? She does now. Runs around. How's the bounce? Hetherington traps it with her footy. She's got soccer skills as well. Hetherington, she'll get it back. She just kept running. Well done, well read once again. The wall in the back line there for Pint.
Yeah, Lauren Motlop again, just mopping that up and getting the hands away as enabled.
Without the footy. Oh, I think that's holding the footy.
Yeah.
Didn't think she had control of that football, but the umpire thought otherwise. So they've got numbers. Chittick's by herself. They need to get over there now. They do, but it gets over the top. Zarafa.
Beautiful kick to Amy Chittick.
Off camera has gone into the corridor because she knows that's where the lead is from Steph Lawrence. So well done to the captain there. Here's Lawrence on the lead now. Zarafa should get this footy, so good work by the captain to get back there and help her back line. She filled that hole in the corridor very well. They could be on here. Just the ball doesn't bounce kindly for them. They've got no numbers there. Waratah's waiting for players to come over now. And Pint will go back into the forward 50. Number of players. Zarafa once again. Lawrence picks it up. Pops it to the top of the square, one-on-one.
Great.
No crummers, but there's Lauren. She comes and crumbs the ball that she kicked forward.
Ooh.
Got rid of an opponent. Trying to get the ball out here. They're under enormous pressure. See both teams going hard at that footy, trying to bring it out. Umpire's letting play go, and as he should. Good contest there by both teams. Over the back they go. Johnson will put the shepherd on.
You hear the crowd get into that one.
There's Atkins. She's taken him on. She needs to get rid of the footy. She does now. She'll put the shepherd on. Johnson couldn't get a handle of the footy. Well done by Waratahs, trying to kick it forward there. Waratah in Cooper.
The ball just comes out the back. No one's picked it up yet. Finally, Pints pick it up and get a low handball. Johnson putting the shepherd on. Player for Pint getting the kick away. Great tackle there, but maybe didn't have the ball.
Yeah, didn't have the footy. She knew it as well. They call that a professional free kick.
I need to turn the light on my phone because I actually can't read the team sheets where we're sitting up here in the grandstand.
Yeah, it is a bit dark. I'm sort of guessing at the moment.
When you see the commentators on TV for the AFL, that's not us.
Yeah, you should see our setup. We should post something actually so that everyone knows what sort of setup we have here.
Sitting in the concrete grandstand with our lights shining on the team sheet as the ball's locked up on the about 30 metres out.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Waratahs. They can get another one on the board. It's very close to half time.
Very close. It's 15 minutes 48 seconds ticked over, so it won't be long before the siren.
Here's Waratah coming into play. She should get this footy. She does. She's been everywhere, and it's in the back. The umpire is going to call it, so Waratah has an opportunity to get the second goal for her team. Pint player, I love that she snuck forward about 3 metres there, but the umpire was awake to that one.
So Kira Waratah, the captain of Waratah, I think she's 18. I think she's in year 12 still.
Yeah, she's only young, and what a game she's played as well. We've seen her helping stop goals in the back line, trying to stop Jazzy Hewitt in the midfield, and now here she is going for goal. Deserves a goal. And she's kicked it. Well done. Good captain's goal, as they say. Well done, young Waratah.
Yeah, beautiful kick off the boot. She played in the NTFL rep team last season. She's been an outstanding junior. I think she made her debut in the seniors at about 16. So she's another one who will probably rack up a couple of hundred games like Amy Chiddicks and Aggie Singh. But captain's goal was much needed by Waratah. They hadn't kicked one since the first 2 minutes of the first quarter. So the score now, Pint 5-5-35, leading Waratah 2-1-13 at the 17-minute mark of the second quarter.
And still gettable. So those crucial misses that Pint had down that end and kicking against the breeze. So Waratah with Waratahs were kicking with the breeze. So they need to make it probably too late to get another one. But if they can, it would be really good. But still, you know, just those behinds that Pint got have kept Waratahs in this game.
Yeah, we saw St Mary's men do it to Waratah men a few weeks ago. They just stayed within touch and rode over them in the last quarter.
Love the way Hunt's gone about it as well, number 7 for Waratah. She's had a very good half. Parked underneath it, Pint.
Good mark there.
So good mark taken there by O'Malley.
So
plays on, uses that stand mark very well. I don't know why more players do not take advantage of that.
I've seen it in the last few weeks creeping in. They've worked out that the player can't move off the mark. Emma Stark uses it really well. Being an umpire, she knows, the rule.
You just don't see it quite enough, actually. And back into the corridor, big hit earlier. Lauren took out a few players. There's Bishop against Johnson. Johnson manages to get the ball away. There's no players out there. Waratah, Sharona Bishop, you'll see come into screen as the first one to get there. Lined up, and she's caught her holding the footy. The umpire doesn't award her. That was dropping the footy.
The crowd all screaming out that was holding the ball after Sharona Bishop's run in.
So Motlop was in there too, so out wide. Here they are, chain of hand passes. The umpire said that's a dump, so the free kick going the way of Waratahs if they can move this ball quickly, although the numbers are for Pint, so they can't get it inside the forward 50 just yet. The switch is on. Not quite sure they've got enough time here.
Yeah, the
not long in this quarter.
Beat them.
So Waratah with the longer kick, so good option. Hit a forward down there, close to the boundary line. They need to keep it in, keep the ball alive here. Pints will be happy to take it over. And a mark, no, didn't go 15. Johnson's there, very hard to tackle. She's dropped the footy. The umpire says play on. There's Lay as the siren goes to end the second quarter.
Yeah, great game of footy here as we see a couple of players down on their haunches. It's been a long, hot day. So half-time score, it is PINT 5-5-35, leading Waratah 2-1-13 here at Gardens Oval in Darwin. We'll be back for the second half after these messages.
So just reaching over the top was Buxton, and a tackle at ground level. Sees a free kick to PINT and an opportunity for the first score of the game from a set shot. So Jones, deliberate shot at goal. Kick looks pretty good. He likes it. Goal umpire likes it, and it's PINT with the first score on the board. It was McDonald who read it on the bounce. Now it comes out to Stephen Motlop. He goes long inside forward 50. Beautiful pass, and out on the lead, out in front was Matt Ryan, the captain. Comes in and kicks on the way. Is that swinging back enough? Here, they like it on the sideline. Here it is. And goal umpire signals that's through for a goal. So and goes to the advantage of Peris. He sweeps the hand pass inboard. Moody just couldn't control it, but paddled it along in front of himself now. Picks up, kicks along towards the goal square once again. 2-on-1 in the goal square. Quickly onto the boot. That's a clever goal by Kennedy down there. He was 1-on-2 against his opponent. Allowed to play on as it's picked up at ground level by Ryan. His hand pass just missed Motlop, but he recovered well and chips inboard and finds his teammate Sam Caldwell once again. He hands off, and the long kick at goal. It looks good. They like it. Who was that from behind him? Warwick Williams, it might have been. It was, I think. So down towards the half-forward line as Edwards runs onto that one, but again can't hit the target. Slips through the hands of Kennedy down there, but now the ball's all the way down to the goal square, following it through, and that's a goal. I didn't see who kicked that one, Dave, but interesting goal out of nothing really for Nightcliff. Really conditions for footy are pretty good at the moment as Nightcliff burst away this time, and again Islet at ground level looks like he's cocked one a bit high in that contest, and so Islet close to the player on the mark, just swings out to the right, kicks long towards goal. He's certainly got the distance in him. That's a great finish, and a good answering goal by Nightcliff. Nightcliff working it through the hands, but again, some strong work off the ball, and play on's the call at ground level. Here's the chance for Holt Fitz on the left. He swings it back into the corridor, finds the target, snapshot for a goal from about 10 metres out, and it's another PINT goal, and you would think that's just about the sealer. It was Yusuf, I think, long down the middle of the ground, working it through the hands. They get it out wide to Wines, who has got a player at Islet in all sorts of space out here, and he's got one over the top, but backs himself, and after a bounce had a shot at goal. So
they stew, they need to kill every contest, so they're not doing it very well though. Oh, there we go. They didn't have to in the end, so there's the final siren here at the Darwin Mazda Oval here in Nightcliff.
Halfback, District's outside defensive 50. They got the run of the ball. They have. Running hard. Inside, shot on goal. First score of the game. 5 minutes in.
Dylan Barry.
Dylan Barry gets it into the middle. The Bombers are away again. Finds space, up forward. The kick on goal. Runs 2 bounces, runs 3 bounces. Sells the dummy. Will go onto the left foot after 3 bounces and nails it. Well done, Thaddeus Port Jimmy. Goal of the year so far. Terrific effort. Southern Districts.
Very good in his first year with the Crocodiles.
Matthew Dennis still hasn't had a kick.
There's a lovely snap. Don't get the goal.
Was a goal. It was a lovely goal. Barry runs around, straightens up, kicks on goal, kicks across the face of goal. No mark down there, running into an open goal. And Southern Districts, at the fall of the ball, they get the goal. Handball. Away we go. Sold the dummy. Kicks around. Has it got the legs? No, it quite. Yes, it has. Goal.
Number 11.
Dale Cunningham. There's a goal kicking name for you. Had plenty of time. It was Anderson. Got the ball out by hand and kick on goal.
Looks like he's got a sausage roll there.
Yep. Ball in dispute. Chip, chip, chip. Chip to advantage. Watch who it is. Gray kicks on goal and nails it.
And it's a skipper, Brendan Cantilla.
Brendan Cantilla. Well done to him. It's strong and it's holding up.
He's hurt himself. I thought
running into an open goal. And just casually, just as casual as you like, Roy George becomes the first multiple goal scorer. 16 points in advantage. Matthew Dennis in front. Over the back, Cantilla knocks it forward. The Bombers still can't find the handle. Kicked off the ground cleverly by Rioli. Well done. They deserved that. Well done to the Bombers. And they creep ever closer within 10 points. Dan Anderson tracking the football. Taps it to his own advantage and taps it to his own advantage again. Well done, Jed Anderson. Taps it twice to his own advantage. Runs down, bends down, picks it up, kicks a goal. That is classic football, Jed Anderson. Cunningham has kicked a goal. Over the back, spins around, gets the ball out by hand, should go by hand again, kicks the goal.
I reckon that's Brendan Cantilla.
Shot on goal. Up they fly. Stayed down and another goal. 3 goals they've got to get to nothing. Bombers, 1 bounce. Right forward pocket. Kicked on goal. Pick up the player, Gray. Number 11.
Yeah, the big fellow there. He'll turn his back.
Fortunately, there's a kick on goal.
A late kick
Jake
by Bo Schwartz. Bo Schwartz it was. And he's only kicked a point. So they won by 11 points. 12-9-81 to 10-10-70.
Great kick right through the centre. They're on here, Waratah. They've got a one-on-one there. 20 metres out the front of goals and an easy mark for Darcy Hobart. Should be an easy kick directly in front of goal from about 40 metres out. It is pretty windy out there, though, today, but it is a goal for Waratah. There's no one near him. Looking for Nate Paredes. Paredes took a mark and he can play on here and just run into goal. Beautiful kick. Finds a teammate and managed to kick another goal, St Mary's. And Waratah with numbers once again. What a kick.
They worked that well, they did. They pushed it out wide.
So Magro runs in. Beautiful looking kick, and the umpire did not even move. Jaden Magro with 3 goals for the Tars. It's up Parker Fawcett. Gets it inside 50 now, looking for Coro again. It's gone across the back. Nate Paredes is all on his own here. He's got time and he's got a player in the goal square. And what a goal! What a goal by Nate Paredes. A soccer-style goal there for Nate Paredes' second goal kick. Looking for Nate Paredes. Those two have combined exceptionally well today. Paredes with the long kick in. It'll be downfield. Arnold Kirby has dropped Paredes after he's taken his kick. Bo Tedcastle plays on quickly and scores a goal for St Mary's, getting it deep into his team's 50, but some good defence by Robinson. Hits the deck though, and Waratah, what a goal. What a goal. I think it was Kirtley Silva, side 50. Jaden Magro flies for the ball, but it goes over the top. Fawcett picks it up. Here he is. Mankara runs in for an easy goal for Waratah. Another goal for the Tars in the third quarter. And Paredes somehow bustles his opposition player out, gets a kick in to Dylan Lance. Saints have got Corowa all on his own in the goal square, and he's going to kick his second goal in 2 minutes. A couple of goals already today, 3 goals. Bo Tedcastle just... Welcome back to Gardens Oval for the third quarter of this round 3 Women's Premier League match between Waratah and PINT. Liz Cruz and Tash Medbury in the commentary grandstand. We're claiming the whole grandstand tonight because we're not in the commentary box, but fantastic first half by PINT, 5-5-35, leading Waratah 2-1-13. So the goal kickers so far have been, as I turned my light on to see.
Yeah, me too, I got my light on.
Steph Lawrence, Amy Chittick, Casey Morris, Stella Ajani and Emily Johnson for PINT. Aggie Singh Lippo and Kira Zarafa for Waratah's play is back underway, and who is it but Jenna Singh Lippo, Aggie in the middle for Waratah trying to get the ball out, Tash.
Yeah, trying to move it forward here, Waratahs. They need to get a few goals on the board. Still within this game, 22 points the difference. So, 4 goals to take the lead. Only kicked 2 so far, and in the back, so Hicks is going to get that free kick. She needs to give it back to her now before she gives away 50. So well done there to Tars. Bit of a lapse, but she realised to get the ball back to her. A PINT. Poor kick, but well trapped. Good body work by Lay. For Waratahs, Hamilton gets the ball out. Morris went without it. Shepherd, number of players around this footy, is coming out, gets boot to ball. Amy Chittick charges, dispossesses Hunt, traps the ball in. Bit of a wrestle down there. The ball comes out, but the umpire says, no, give it to me, just as the ball come out.
Yeah, the 2 number 7s going at it there, Waratah and PINT. Beautiful time of the evening now to be playing footy. The sun has gone down with the heat of the day. Eloise Karma just picking it up, chucking it on the right, and it's going to go across the boundary line for a throw-in.
Just looking, did Jazzy Hewitt come back on? So I think that she'd actually split the webbing, and I don't think she has. So, and I can't see her down.
There was a lot of blood coming from her hand when the umpire sent her off with the blood rules. So the ball is thrown back in. Quick handball out by PINT, but cut off by Waratah.
So Dwyer, there's Hunt, tackled strongly by Chittick, and Chittick's going to earn the free kick. So right in front of goal, and Amy Chittick will go for her second goal. And Waratah, PINT's 6th, kicking with the breeze as well down there.
She doesn't muck around, she just turns around and puts it straight through for a goal. So Amy Chittick becomes our first multiple goal scorer of the game with her second for PINT. The score 6-5-41, PINT leading Waratah 2-1-13. And as we said earlier, a big game for Amy Chittick. She used to play for Waratah. She knows this ground well, and she always loves coming up against her old team, very passionate footballer. So she's been a great addition to the Pints lineup for the last few seasons.
Yeah, it's a couple of holding the balls inside the forward 50 as well. We spoke about her defensive pressure. Not only is offensive, but defensive as well. Traps that ball in, either creates a stoppage or gets herself a free kick, which is what you want. So back in the middle, so Bailey is up against O'Malley. So O'Malley's come into the ruck duties. Jasmine Hewitt out. So in the centre wing, well done by Healy. Read that ball well. Goes in for a second crack. But she was taken a little bit high. The umpire said no. Ball comes out now. They've got numbers here, Pint. Again, the ball comes out. Do that so well, Pint. Trying to hand passes. Hicks. Over the top. This ball will get... Chittick got hands to it, and the umpire said that's high. I think the crowd thinks that she was paid the mark, but she wasn't. Just over the top there. She's off the mark, so it should be called play on. She wasn't behind the mark there. Umpire wasn't awake to that one. Lawrence kicks it off the ground to herself, then goes in for a second effort. Again, the ball comes out. She gets the handball out. Pushes her opponent off the footy. Gathers. One-handed handball. That's usually a throw. You can't throw and punch with the same hand. And they snap around the corner, and well done to O'Dwyer. A bit of a goalie save there, and got a boot to ball and rushed it through for a minor score.
Yeah, it's a real arm wrestle this game, but Pint have just converted when the ball's been down in their forward line, and that's been the difference. 12 scoring shots to 3. Waratah bringing it in. They're going to go down the far side. Beautiful kick in.
Yeah, O'Dwyer, but that's a good mark taken there by O'Malley. Puts it into Chittick, and Chittick with a slips catch.
Chittick's on. I walked in, I saw her grandma, much loved grandma, and her mum sitting in the crowd. She loves the family support down here. Bit of a missed kick there off the boot though.
Got the ball away. She was looking for Lawrence with that lead again. She had the breeze behind her, probably would have put it up to the top of the square. Chittick, she won't be happy with that, so beware if the ball comes near her again. She'll go in 100 times harder than what she usually does. Good body work, and it bounces over the top, and it's a goal.
What a goal. And what
the breeze got hold of that and helped that one over the top. Not quite sure.
It was a sensational take out of when she was near the ball. Eliza Jagger, yeah. So just took the ball out and evaded the tackler and threw it on the boot, much to the...
yeah, they got a good crowd.
The appreciation of the large Pints crowd here today. So Eliza Jagger for Pint. So the score now 7-6-48. Pint leading Waratah 2-1-13 at the 5.5-minute mark of the third quarter. So another goal scorer for Pint. The only multiple scorer so far, Amy Chittick with 2.
So back in the middle, Bailey. O'Malley. So you can see totally a different setup in the midfield without Jazzy Hewitt there. But again, Pint, when that just shows the dominance that Jazzy has when she's in the ruck. So it makes it a little bit more even in that midfield now. So this is where Waratahs need to make it count. Unfortunately for them, it's not working in their favour at the moment. Well read, kept in. Kicks it down the line. Bailey couldn't take that mark. Applies the pressure. Second effort. Wyn Stanley is there as well. She's had a good game as well. Number 2 there for Waratahs. Ball up. They're looking for their runners here. Pint. Steph Lawrence looks like she's gone on to the footy. So Rick Nolan's made that change. He made that change in the second quarter as well. So blew for a run. There she is there. Clears. Makes the clearance. Got a good fist in there, Waratahs. There's Hunt with the footy, traps it, and it's going to come back in. Waratahs with the numbers. Well done, Hunt. Followed up her own footy. Front on contact. Probably unlucky not to get hold in the footy there. Chittick, front as she always is. Good contest from behind. Bauer then gets the ball out. Has a bounce in the corridor. Dangerous. Has another bounce. Kalma's chasing her. Needs to get rid of it now. She does. She got the handball away. Zarafa's there. Hard to tackle. Had her by the leg. The umpire let that go as well. It slipped down, but still. Oh, and then and Waratah comes in. Unfortunately, that slipped up, and the umpire seen that one.
Yeah, just didn't mean it. Nothing intentional, but
just
high
again,
tackle.
Yeah, close to the Waratah on the mark there, but followed up her footy. Well done there to
tackle.
McDonald. That was Chloe McDonald.
Needs to be rewarded.
So Chloe McDonald dispossessed. Johnson on the mark. Just looking further afield. What does she have to go to? Not too much. She's going to have to go to contest. And, that's a well done by Johnson. Good front on there. Winter Stanley. And bounces
out of bounds.
On the full right in front of our commentary box here, the grandstand where the Waratahs. And now because she wasn't on the mark and she come after it had been set, it's a 50-metre penalty. Yeah. Unfortunate there. And now there's another one because Winter Stanley has gone in front of O'Malley, so she's going to be marched pretty much to the top of the square.
Yeah,
and from centre wing.
Not knowing the rules there, technicalities have found them out. So Pint will have a shot on goal from right.
So Patmore was the first one to give it away, and then Winter Stanley.
So Carly O'Malley puts it through for Pint for her first goal of the game. And Pint's 8th goal of the game, 8-6-54, leading Waratah 2-1-13 at the 9-minute mark of the third quarter. 2 50-metre penalties, just so costly, Tash.
Yeah, it is, especially when they were at centre wing. And like you said, just not knowing the rules exactly there. And, the umpire taking no leniency whatsoever. So they were both there.
So the ball just being returned to the middle. Teams resetting. It's been a really good performance by Pints so far. Waratah really need to get a goal here to stay within any sort of reach.
So I think that's Molly Cooper now that's gone into the ruck for Waratahs, number 26.
Yeah, Carly O'Malley for Pint.
So she's chopping out. The umpire's found a free kick, so Waratah.
Wow.
And
something going
it's
on
to do
down
with
in the goal square.
Goalie. So someone wasn't in the goal square when they threw the footy up. So it will be a caution, the first caution.
Speaking of technicalities, there's
no caution. It's going straight to Waratah. So there must have been a caution earlier on in the game. The goal umpire playing their part. They were a bit lenient with us at 2 o'clock yesterday, getting back to the goal square. It was that hot, but they did wait for us. There's Aggie Singh, 1-on-1 in front of possession. That's a great mark. Well done. That's Patmore, I think. No, just wait for her to turn around. Number 24, Bailey. So Bailey has gone out of the ruck and gone to rest up forward. And exactly what I say rucks should be doing. When you're so dominant, don't take them off the field, rest them up forward. So Bailey, and she kicks the goal. Waratahs finally have their third goal, just to try and keep in touch with Pint here.
Yeah, great goal there by Caitlin Bailey. She put her body in front of her defender and was able to take a fantastic mark there for her team. So
just too tall there back there as well, just that height.
The score now, Pint 8-6-54, leading Waratah 3-1-19. Waratah maintaining their average of kicking 1 goal every quarter.
Yeah, the breeze is really sort of, it's swirling down there at the moment, not favouring too much, quite still. Lucky we've got a fan here, but it is quite still out there tonight.
It is. It's been a nice change from the... I was at footy at 8 o'clock this morning at TIO Stadium watching the kids, and it was a stinker. So it's a nice change here at Gardens Oval.
So Waratah with the clearance. She's had a very good game. The captain of Waratahs gets the ball out to a teammate. That's Molly. To Sony. Sony drives into 50. Lauren Motlop has a bounce as she's being tackled, and that's holding the footy. And Sharona Bishop tries to play on, and then she's nearly caught holding the footy. Aggie Singh gets the ball away. Hetherington. So Waratahs here just trying to lift, and their crowd's trying to lift them as well. So they've got numbers here. If they can take the clean possession of the footy, just chips it inside the 50. Probably needed to go to a further option there, and then now Pint. It's close to the boundary line. They'll be happy, Tars, if it goes out. It's being kept in by Pint. Tars on the bounce. That's more up and under kick. Courageous players there. Waratah's going in. Steph Lawrence tries to clear the defensive 50. They've got numbers here, Tars, so they have really lifted Zarafa. We know she's got a big kick. Just chips it to Healy. Healy can run. She's got a bit of pace behind her. Then she goes long. Sharona Bishop in between two. Makes a contest, but front back there for Pint.
O'Malley again.
Yeah,
She's
good mark.
Been really good tonight for Pint.
And the breeze has got that, and it just bounces inside the boundary line for about, last touch. So that'll be Waratah's. Zarafa.
Sportsmanship there. Eloise Karma getting the ball.
Yeah, then the umpire gave her the benefit of the doubt too, coming back for the mark. So we've seen that a couple of minutes ago, given as a 50. So kicked off the ground. Can Waratahs, with this effort that they've put in the last couple of minutes, be rewarded with a goal? And a ball up just outside the 50. I reckon Sharona Bishop had her time again. She probably would have gone back and hit up a player, a bit of rush of blood to play on. So they've got a bit of space. Quick kick away there by Chatterton. Aggie Singh against Lauren Motlop. Aggie Singh picks it up on the right and she's kicked it. Aggie Singh has her second. What a goal. X factor right there. And that is the reward for the effort of the last couple of minutes that Waratahs put in. They worked hard to get that goal, but they've got it. Can they get another one on a roll and just get a little bit of momentum going their way?
Yeah, well done there to Aggie Singh. She's such an excitement machine and looking super fit. She had a few injuries last season, so it's just great for football to see her running around out there. She recently graduated as a police liaison officer, so working on her fitness, obviously, yeah, which is great, and travelling remote with her work, and with their new partnership with Belle Ewan Community. Aggie's just a huge role model to the players that Waratah are bringing in through that partnership. So,
that's good. That's the first time they've kicked 2 goals so far in the game, in a quarter. They've only had single goals so far. So let's see what they can do out of this middle. Well done there to Bailey. So Bailey's back in there, Zarafa. So their momentum is just trying to shift. They're working hard, Waratahs. Taken out went to Stanley just off camera, gets herself up.
Yeah, if they can get one more before 3/4 time, that would really draw that margin back. And obviously, Pints have lost Jazzy Hewitt with that hand injury. So yeah,
the domination in the ruck in the midfield that she brings is just made a little bit more level playing field there. But as they come clear here, Pint, well read by Tars. Healy just couldn't pluck that one. Good work there from Daly. So coming through is Healy. Healy with a long kick. Aggie Singh uses her body well. Was pushed out of the footy. Then she applies a tackle. That's got to be close to holding the footy. The umpire, benefit of the doubt, says give it to me. But well done, Waratahs.
Yeah, it's a real new look, Waratah. You know, the likes of your Lauren O'Shea's and Lisa Roberts that have been around for 10 years. You know, they've...
Yeah, Lisa Maselli.
So many players. Sue Nalda.
It's a rebuild, but quite a good rebuild. They've got good young players. Still a couple that come up, fly-ins for them last year, haven't played yet and probably will at some stage, still early on. There's Lay, junior through the ranks as well. Bailey couldn't get that footy. She just needs to trap it. She does, and the umpire will ball it up. So not long left in this 3rd quarter. Ball up 60 from goal. A few tired players out there. It might be night, but it's still pretty muggy.
Bailey back in the ruck against O'Malley for Pint.
Good smother there, Zarafa.
She's trying her hardest.
Yeah,
Zarafa.
One of the best here on the ground for both teams, Zarafa. Good kick away by Tassoni. And a good mark taken in front of Lauren Motlop there.
Lauren having a little laugh there. Great mark, though, by Abigail Hensler for Waratah.
Just gets at the back. Hetherington dropped that one. Aggie Singh's coming. And it'll be hit on Erin Hetherington. And she hasn't moved.
Yeah, definite free kick there.
Sorry there, but no malice in it. Was just trying to use her body to bump her off the ball, but unfortunately just... copped her a little bit high there, I think.
Yeah, Hetherington getting up slowly. So,
and the thing with women's footy, unfortunately, there's no time off, so it still ticks down. That's one thing I'm still fighting for and believe that the women should have at the Premier League level is time on.
Good to see Hetherington get up now. She'll take the free kick in the back line for PINT. She's been fantastic in the back, as she always is in this game.
Kick, but Zarafa's underneath it. She's taken the mark. We know she's got a long kick. She's kicking into a slight breeze. Just puts it up into the corridor. Good kick, but there's no numbers there for Waratahs. Taken to ground there was Molly Cooper. Ball comes out and a good mark again taken in the corridor. So I think that's
Ajani?
Hensler.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was
Hensler.
Abigail. Oh, no, neither way it was for Waratah.
Dispossessed. So they can get another goal here to make the last quarter a bit interesting. And just taken off the footy, and that's holding the ball. So she needs to move this quickly.
Yeah.
Winter Stanley.
Tora Winstanley. She's a new recruit from Queensland. She recently won the Southport Best and Fairest in the Quaffle Women's League. Finished reserve, and finished second in the league.
They just couldn't quite beat the ball. That's 360, so that should have been holding the footy as well.
The Waratahs crowd getting right into it here.
So they've got numbers here. Chittick's coming, so is Kalma. It's going to come back in. This quarter's gone quite a long time, but parked underneath it was Steph Lawrence.
Great mark.
So if they can cause a turnover with this kick, they might have one more opportunity before halftime. There's Zarafa. So again, plays on quickly. She's looking for Bishop. Doesn't reach Bishop. Bishop makes a contest. Lauren Motlop trying to pick up the footy. Now she does. Handballs to a one-on-one. We should have gone laterally. Had a player by herself. There goes out to space. Johnson will get there. She does. Tries to shrug the tackle. Gets the handball away. Good smother there by Waratahs. They'll be happy to hold the footy up. Won't be long left in this quarter.
No, 19 minutes and 15 seconds has ticked by on the clock. PINT 8:6:54. Leading Waratah for 1:25. That siren should be just about to go unless the timekeepers...
So 2 goals, 3 PINT with the 3 goals, but Waratahs just really fought hard in this third quarter. Chittick.
They can't get another one, can they?
She's got player by herself. Numbers not there. They come now. She'll straighten up, but it should go down the throat of O'Dwyer. She positioned herself quite well. She's going to have to come to this side because she has nothing on the far side. So the safe option would be to come this side, but she goes to the one-on-one. And that's it for the third quarter. A good comeback there in the third quarter by Waratahs.
Yeah, well done by Waratahs to kick a couple of goals and put a bit of pressure on PINT. The score 8:6:54. PINT leading Waratah for 1:25. It's three-quarter time. We'll take a break and be back very soon for the final quarter here at Gardens Oval.
Kazali's Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Kazali's Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Territorians go a long way for one another.
So it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling expenses. And that goes a long way when you're away.
Get a quote today.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Back to Gardens Oval here on a Sunday night for round 3 of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL Women's Premier League competition. We've got a really intriguing game between Waratah and PINT. Liz Cruz and Tash Medbury in the commentary box. It is PINT 8-6-54, leading Waratah 4-1-25, but a much improved Waratah in that third quarter, Tash.
Yeah, just watching Rick Nolan on screen there with his team, and a bit adamant there, and was just making a few examples, called a few players out, not to have a go at them, but just the structuring and how he wanted to stand, and a bit late getting back onto the field, which is you don't see that very often from PINT. They're usually the first ones out there set each quarter to start the game, but he kept him in for a long chat.
I'm just watching the players run back on, and they're all having a chat to each other as well. So it's good to see the communication flows. At PINT, they've lost Jazz Hewitt.
She's definitely not there. So I reckon she's gone off to probably, must have been some stitching that needed to go. So I'm hoping it's not a compound fracture where her bones come out. Hopefully it's just webbing. If it's webbing, you're pretty much all right to play possibly next week.
Yeah, there was a
compound fracture. You're a bit in trouble.
A lot of blood coming from that hand. So while they set up, we'll run through the goal kickers. I've got my phone light on here. Steph Lawrence for PINT 1, Amy Chittick 2. Singles to Casey Morris, Eliza Jagger, Carly O'Malley, Stella Ajani and Emily Johnson. While for Waratah, 2 to Aggie Singh Lippo, 1 to Kira Zarafa and 1 to Caitlin Bailey. And Kira Zarafa was up and about, the captain of Waratah in that quarter, and she's in the middle again, raring to go, lined up there on Zoe McWhinney. So the players just running into position. Yeah,
they've just got themselves a bit out of sort here. So it's very, very unlike PINT. So Atkins come on to fill the spot in the back line, and then Rick Nolan pulled her off because they actually had too many in the forward line. So you just don't see that very often, that's all. They're very well organised, PINT.
The umpire holding the ball aloft, and we'll get back underway for the final quarter here at Gardens Oval.
So Bailey, Maylee. So again, Maylee, she's done well since she's chopped out in the ruck. There's Zarafa again. If I had to give 3-2-1 votes tonight, she's definitely up there in a team that's behind so far, but she's just been absolutely everywhere, the captain, and kicked a goal as well, pretty vital goal. So just trying to move the ball forward here, PINT. Good pressure. The umpire said that's holding the footy, so it should go the way of Waratahs. And I thought he was going to give away 50 there. I thought that was a bit stiff because she kicked the footy just as he blew the whistle. That was Kalma. So what have they got to? So Zarafa's by herself, she's manned up now, just off camera. Seems to be the go-to target so far. Lead through the corridor. They're going to go the longer option. The Breeze has got hold of that as well, so why not? Good control out there.
The Breeze has really kicked up.
Aggie Singh. Oh, that's a good mark. Chittick confronted her front on.
She did. The Breeze has really kicked up. We can feel it here in the grandstand. Huge kick in by Aggie Singh, goes over the top of everyone. Looking for Sharona Bishop.
Bishop grabs her footy and she kicks it. Oh, she's missed.
Gosh, that would have been the perfect start for Waratah.
Yeah, she had 2-on-1 and 2 very tough opponents in Erin Hetherington and Lauren Motlop, but she managed to get between both of them, and unfortunately that ball went across the face. Geez, that would have been excited if she got that goal.
Imagine that.
I've been 23 points of difference then, but 28.
Hetherington runs a long way in.
Yeah, it's because that Breeze, because you're kicking into a Breeze, you've got to try and run that distance just to try and get that extra yardage. So she used that quite well. You can see Points are just reading that ball, just hanging up in the Breeze, kicking into the Breeze. The ball will just hold. Oh, good work. So Waratah's yet to touch the footy. So a couple of good marks. Now they're inside the forward 50, but Healy's underneath it. She got her hands up. PINT with the players front of the footy, and that's dropping the ball. The umpire said no, play on. So good tackle there by Bauer. Number of players around the footy, and it comes out, and that one's gone across the face and hit the behind post on the full. So free kick going the way of O'Dwyer. I think that will be picking up the footy. She's done well down the back line.
Yeah, it looks like O'Dwyer there for Ruby O'Dwyer for Waratah. She's the sister of Dan O'Dwyer, who plays in the Men's Premier League. Came across last season.
Yeah, I was going to ask if there was a connection there. plays very similar to him.
Yep.
As well. Quite a strong user of the footy.
Play anywhere really too, in the middle or the back line. Waratah now working it down the wing, but it's all Pint. 4 Pints players there, Tash.
Yeah, just and she knew as soon as she kicked it as well. When Stanley, good spot up. Good work by Bailey just to put the pressure on, but well done there to McWhinney. She picked up that ball and ran. Umpires let that go. Dwyer slowly picks herself up. There's contest. There's Win Stanley. She'll be happy with, Heidi will be happy with her effort. She's got to pretty much every contest. There she is again, second and third efforts. She's probably still getting used to the conditions and territory footy.
She can ask Heidi when she gets home because she's living in their granny flat for the season.
Okay. So she'll get a lot of footy talk, I think, this season.
She can even sit in on the post-match reviews. And, yeah, no, she's been great for Waratah tonight, though.
So just trying to read the footy. Bounce favours Pint. Under pressure here, Waratahs. And 360, the umpire. Yep, that's all right. That wasn't coming out. Had no prior opportunity. Healy with that. She's been done well down there as well for Tars tonight. And the usual spread for Pint have contributed, but definitely starts with Hicks. Been a ball magnet out there tonight once again. McWhinney controls the footy, kicks it forward. Steph Lawrence, a little bit quiet night for her. I know she's kicked a goal, but as far as standards, gets a lot more involved with the footy. So Waratahs have done well to shut her down tonight. There's De Stanley again. He's been at the bottom of many packs tonight. Just moving the ball forward. There is Grundon for Pint. Another stoppage. A few stoppages to start this last quarter.
Yeah, 4.5 minute mark of the final quarter. Pint's still holding that strong lead.
Kicked off the ground. Well controlled there by Waratahs. Clearing kick. Good one-on-one contest. Just a bit more speed, gets to the balls, Hamilton, but overran it. She'll go back for a second effort. Well done there to Waratahs. Tastula did well to impact that contest. Chittick went the bump. Atkins gets the ball away. Chittick goes in again. And the umpire said, no, that's high.
Free kick. So Amy Chittick getting up off the ground. Waratah will take the free kick just outside of their defensive 50, high up and under.
Not the kick her teammate wanted.
No, another 2-on-1.
And she just passes that off, so the umpire was blindsided to that. Not much he could do, but yeah, Cassie Anderson just passed that one to a teammate. Healy tries to take on McWhinney, and McWhinney has the free kick. So Zoe McWhinney for Pint.
Just such a strong unit, aren't they?
Yeah, look at that kick.
The last 3 seasons, you can see Rick Nolan standing with his hands on his hips on the boundary. Such an astute coach.
Kicked off the ground, and there's Steph Lawrence. So bit of an easier kick there, and it just got over the back, but it all started McWhinney, the holding the ball against Healy, and then she played on quickly. She drove it into the forward 50, a good 40-metre kick, and got over the back, and Lawrence was able to kick it off the ground. Yeah, I'm trying to look up the stats on Play HQ, but it's not working for me because Lawrence kicked 7 goals in the first game of the season. She's kicked a couple tonight, so she'll be up there in the goal kicking again this season. Pint 9-6-60, leading Waratah 4-2-26 at the 6.5 minute mark of the final quarter. We get to probably one of the bigger leads tonight. It is. Waratah will be wanting to just hold them and try and get another goal or two so they finish with a couple of positives. So 34 points of difference. So tracking that ball back is Bauer. Yeah, that's Jolene's cross from taken this season, but having a good battle out there with Amy Chittick, and Chittick's got the free kick. Yeah, she's been moved into the midfield. It's a good tackle, as you expect from Chittick. There's O'Dwyer. So she reads the ball really well in that back line. She saved him a couple of times. Well run there from the back line. Managed to get past a couple. Has the bounce. Doesn't come back to her. Keeps running now. Gets the kick away. It's over the top, but Atkins read that well. The umpire didn't play it. I thought that was front-on contact. Aggie Singh's got it. Tries to get the handball away. She's dispossessed. And Pint with the turnover. Kick it. Finds a teammate. Hit on the chest. They've got numbers forward of the footy. Just slowing down the play here. Now gets over the back. Now, Waratah again off the footy is just watching that corridor where Lawrence will try and lead to. That's where she goes now. And Waratah just impacted a little bit late, and Lawrence will get the free kick. So Lawrence will attempt to kick her third goal of the game. So exactly when I said she'd been a little bit quiet and shut down, she's going to pop up and possibly kick 2 goals in about a minute since I said it.
Always the way commentators curse. But yeah, she's just a standout ever since she arrived in the NTFL last season. She's great to watch, and just is a real leader down there for Pints as she puts that on the right. The umpire,
and that's a goal.
Yep, gonna say another goal for Steph Lawrence. So 3 goals to Steph Lawrence in this final quarter. The score is now Pint 10-6-66, leading Waratah 4-26, so a 40-point margin.
Yeah, that's a good goal from that angle too.
Very good goal, especially there's a bit of a breeze, as we said. So
yeah, the Mindle breeze that comes across the oval.
It is nice just to break that intense heat that we've been living with. I was going to say suffering, but we
yeah,
choose
it's a bit like that.
We choose to live here in the beautiful top end. So yeah, 40-point lead to Pint at the 9-minute mark of the final quarter here at Gardens Oval.
So Pint kicked 3 goals in the first quarter, and they kicked 2 goals in the second, 3 in the third, and they're already up to 2 in this last. So not the sort of avalanche of goals that we're used to with Pint when they get a run on. So Waratahs will be a lot of positives to take out of this. 40 points of difference and probably, you know, within reach, but a lot of positives. I know they'll look at the replay. Heidi will show them that third quarter and the intensity that they showed, and when they really shut down and pressed on Pints, they put them under a lot of pressure, and it sort of worked in their favour for a little while.
You can just see Amy Chittick directing traffic there in the left of screen, but you know, she stood up. Jazz Hewitt's gone off the ground in the second half, so great work.
Yeah, that's
there
the leadership.
Pints.
So McWhinney with the clearance. Mark dropped at the top of the 50. Kalma picks it up. Boot to ball quickly. O'Dwyer once again gets a fist in there. Went past Hicks. Wrapped up with the footy. Chittick ducked her head. Comes out now. Drops the footy. The umpire says, no, that's okay. Bit of a wrestle off back play. Goes inside the 50 now. Kick forward there by Burr, I think it is. Burr in the corridor. The Waratahs still fighting hard. We've gone just over 10 minutes. Umpire, when he takes the long time, you know, it's usually holding the footy. So the free kick going the way of Pint.
Yeah, Hannah Burr again. And the sting's just gone out of this game a little bit. The play has slowed down a lot. But Pint, if they can get this inside, deep inside their
a little bit stop-start, and she's got quite a big kick.
Yeah.
So just puts it out to the lead. It's the target, but regathers, quick kick, and it's right in the goal square. Can they get there first? And well done to Waratahs to rush it through for a minor score. Drury there.
So the score will go to Pint 10-7-67, leading Waratah 4-26. 11 minutes have gone in this final quarter. Waratah bringing it in down the grandstand side.
Yeah, Dwyer just comes off the side of her boot. It's a teammate, couldn't take the mark in more. Wrapped up. Umpire will ball it up. So going to be under pressure once again. Waratah back 5. Well done in the ruck there to Cooper. Here it comes back in. Good mark on the 50. Having a bit of an impact down there the last couple of minutes, Burr. Just pops it up to Lawrence. Didn't read that one. Well read there by the Waratahs defender and Daly.
Mark.
And then kicks it, but straight down the throat of a teammate, Najani.
She's been good tonight. Kicked a goal already.
Another wobbly one. Hunt in front. I thought that was over the shoulder. The umpire thought otherwise, trying to gather the footy. They shoveled it out now. Waratah with the clearing kick and a good mark by Chittick.
She's having a good night here at Gardens Oval.
She takes it so often on her chest.
She does.
And considering, you know, as a defender, you sort of want them to sort of take it on your chest so you've got a chance to get the fist in, but very rarely does a defender manage to get a fist in there. She just covers and protects the ball drop so well. So hard to defend. So Waratah goes back to Healy. Healy couldn't get a handle. The footy hunts in there. Doesn't drag it in. Then Waratah goes back in to help her teammates. And the umpire this time will ball it up. So just watching the right contest here. So Maylee tries to get it to a teammate. She's waiting there for the back door. She does. She gets it. She kicks it out of the contest. Trying to keep it in front there was Hunt. She couldn't control the footy. Point player goes to ground, kicked off the ground. Atkins tackles 2 players. Waratah goes to ground. Couldn't get rid of that footy. And there's a lot of tired players out there hoping that they get the siren coming soon, I think. They just have run out of legs. So trying to... Here it comes back in. Good smother there, Waratah. Aggie Singh, good pick up. She's taken all... She looks like she's hurt herself. We'll keep an eye on that. She hasn't got back up. She's holding her wrist, I think it is. Aggie Singh. She looks in a lot of pain there. Let's hope that she's okay. Last thing Waratahs need is an injury to her. Still fighting back there. Full credit here to the Waratahs defenders. They haven't given up. They're under enormous pressure. It just keeps coming back in, back in, back in. Another rush behind, and well done that back there to the back 5. They've got absolutely. A few midfielders that have gone back to help them as well. As Aggie Singh comes from the ground. Still, I think it was a wrist, but in the contest, as she went down straight away, was clutching at her hand.
Yeah, she's going off with the trainer. It looks like a wrist, or she looks very, very sore. So hopefully Aggie is okay, because she's a superstar of this competition, as that kick-in is marked by Pints.
Yeah, good mark out there. Yeah, we had an injury to one of our young guns yesterday. Thankfully, she did the draft combine last weekend. But yeah, so she's picked up a minor injury, but yeah, she'll be okay and she'll be back. But yeah, she'll probably miss a couple of weeks.
Great to see Janome Anderson kick her first goal in AFLW today.
Indigenous round as well,
yeah,
which was pretty good.
And Danielle Ponta is just doing amazing things as well for Adelaide. They went down, but she had a superb game. So
I think she kicked 3 goals, as about standard for her these days.
Be great to see some more territory talent drafted.
Yeah, definitely.
So good luck to Tashani.
Yeah, a couple of the Tiwi girls, I said after the game as well, keep following your dreams, because I tell you what, there's some talent over there on that island.
Yep. For sure.
It was exciting footy yesterday.
It was, and the Tiwi men having their first win of the season and second win in 2 seasons.
There's nothing like territory footy when the Tiwi men are up and about, that's for sure.
Looking very fit, they were.
So kick it out wide here, Pint. Bit of time and space. So kicked 2 goals in this last quarter so far, Pint. So Waratah started well. Here's Bishop. She missed one earlier. Probably a gettable one for her. How does this bounce? Hetherington just gets her body behind it. Chittick smashes it forward, but here's Waratah.
And had a great captain.
Yeah, she's taken about 10 intercept marks tonight, I reckon, if we had stats going.
Wynne Stanley, another one who's been really good for Tars, new player this season.
You can just see the direction here, Hetherington. But Johnson's underneath that. Well shepherded there by Atkins as well.
Chitty's in the back line now, runs out to the wing. And
yeah, she's lapping up the time in the midfield here. So that was Karma screaming for the footy. So they come right in front of our commentary box. It's a good mark by Grundon. Called to play on. Goes down the line. Healy coming across number 10 for Waratah. So Dwyer's in there. Good tackle by Healy. Chain of hand passes. Quick kick out. Waratah's underneath it. Gets a fist in there. They've got the numbers here. Wynne Stanley just needed to run. She had the time and space. She went back to Waratah. And just probably needed to use her pace there, Wynne Stanley. She had a bit of space in front of her, but...
So the 17-minute mark of the final quarter here at Gardens Oval. Pint 10-8-68 leading Waratah 4-2-26. A comprehensive performance by Pint, and not too much longer in this quarter to go as that ball goes out of bounds
on the full. So the free kick going the way of Healy. I reckon there won't be many kicks left in this game.
Some of your better players for Pint, Tash?
Oh, Hicks, just a proper inside midfielder, just a grunt ball winner. As the siren goes down the game, I thought that Jazzy Hewitt started the game really well until she come off. But Hewitt, Chittick up in the forward line. Atkins started the first half pretty well. And for Waratahs, I think Zarafa, O'Dwyer and Winstanley. And Healy, sorry, she played a good game down back.
Yep, totally agree with you there, Tash. The goal kickers, 3 to Stephanie Lawrence for Pint, 2 to Amy Chittick, and singles to Casey Morris, Eliza Jagger, Carly O'Malley, Stella Ajani and Emily Johnson, while goal kickers for Waratah, 2 to Aggie Singh Lippo, 1 to Kira Zarafa and 1 to Caitlin Bailey. A great win by Pint tonight over Waratah in the grand final rematch. The final score, Pint 10-8-68, Waratah 4-2-26. Massive thank you to Tash Medbury for her insights and great call tonight. My name's Liz Cruz and we'll see you all at the footy next weekend.